Have you noticed for sale signs coming down in your neighborhood after being up for a while with no sold sign to replace them? Yeah, you're not alone. 1 in 10 homes in December were pulled off the market for a price. This is a 64% increase over a year earlier. And buyers, well, they're contending with 7% interest rates. So there's not a lot of buyer enthusiasm in the market as it would be if the rates were around 3%. So what's a seller to do? What strategy should you have? And is it a good time to sell? In this video, we're going to cover a few points to consider about getting the most money for your home, but also getting it sold. So the first thing is something called the locked-in effect, and that's where buyers are sitting on a 2.5%, 3%, maybe even 4% mortgage rate that they're not willing to give up. They got a fixed rate 30-year loan, their payments low, they're watching rents go up, home prices go up, 7% interest rates if they upsize. So they've just been holding tight the last few years, waiting for rates to come down. But you know what? They haven't come down. And Zillow did a study and found that 78% of the sellers that are on the market are actually moving because of life events. And life events are things like, got a better job, got to relocate, a family grew, financial issues, or, maybe they got a pay raise or something like that. So life events are forcing sellers to put their home on the market. So we're seeing inventory increase, but we're not seeing as many buyers entering the market because of the interest rates. Buyers are in the market because a lot of these sellers become buyers. What do you do if you're a seller? Well, you need to price correctly. It's more important than ever. And if you're a buyer, well, inventory is increasing, which gives you more choice and possible a better deal if you find a home that's been sitting on the market for a while. And key point number 2, more inventory, fewer buyers. We've seen an increase in inventory of about 16% over last year. And with buyers, sitting on the sideline because of those 7% mortgages, it's just, those things have just made first-time home buying just unaffordable. They're turning to rentals at this point. And here on the coast, we've got insurance that's always increasing. That's also making it more difficult for buyers to enter the market. So according to Zillow, they had an article where price reductions were up 23% over last year. So, that's a big number. So if you're a seller and you're entering the market, it's more important than ever to price very competitively. Don't overprice it and wish and hope that the right buyer is going to come by and pick your property. Because when you start doing the price reduction, it's really going to cost you over time. Making those price reductions. And if you're a buyer, be on the lookout for listings that have been sitting on the market a while. And your negotiating power is higher than ever. So take advantage of that. And lastly, let's talk about shadow inventory. What is it? So this is the inventory that's been building up. These are the sellers that did take their homes off the market, or their listing expired. They couldn't get it sold in the summer or in the fall or the winter, and they're just waiting and hoping that the spring is going to be their savior and they're going to come back to the market and get it sold. So we always see an increase in inventory in the springtime, which means an increase in competition. So it'll be more important than ever to make sure that you price it correctly and maybe offer some incentives to buyers to get them interested in your property over your competition. So if you're a seller, consider getting it listed before the spring competition heats up. You don't have very long, a few weeks, and things are going to start happening. So get your property cleaned up, talk to a professional agent, and get it on the market. Get it priced right. And if you're a buyer, well, your patience might just pay off, because with that increased competition and inventory, sellers are going to be looking to make a deal. So what's your next move? So if you're thinking about buying or selling, timing and strategy are more important than ever. Let's talk about your options. Whether you need a marketing strategy, or you just want to know what your options are, or maybe you want some mortgage advice, give me a call or send me an email. I'm here to help. And while you're at it, if you don't mind, hit the like and subscribe button.